but we are butchering our meat birds. I've got the list Brittany made. This is our checklist to go through. We only have a couple things that we actually need to even go and get. So we're 90% of the way here.
If you're watching this video and it's still a week or two away from you butchering your birds, that is fantastic. You've got plenty of time. You're set up where if you're missing something, you can order it or go find it in a store. If not, don't worry, not all is lost. We can work around and use items and tools that we have around the house to be able to butcher. But these are some of the items we use. We tend to make sure that we have plastic resealable bags. We get ours off Amazon. And these are what we use to dip into scalding water to create a vacuum seal around the birds after they've been butchered.
We've also got to make sure that we've got knives. So I've got one new knife that I've got here. Another one's coming because needed a few extras. Got my honing tool. Got the knives that we've used the last, 2 times we butchered birds and when we butchered our pigs. So these are the knives that we've been using, tried and true, worked really well. This is one of my favorites. This is Victorinox. I knew that. I was trying to see if the name of the type of knife was on it. I think this is a boning knife. It's a very small blade, and I actually love using this blade when I'm doing my work as far as cleaning the chickens. And then for dispatching the birds, I have an extremely sharp knife. This is actually a hunting knife, so this is used for like cleaning a deer that you've hunted or an animal that you've hunted. Extremely sharp. So we've got some of our meat birds decided they wanted to get out and escape. We're not feeding them this morning, and they're super food driven. So they see us out as we're feeding the pigs and letting the flock out and doing those chores. They get excited and they start, even with the electric fencing, they just start forcing their way through because that's all they can think about. They need to eat, they need to eat. So we're getting them set up in our little pen solution for the butchering. And they'll be happy. We've given them a great life. That's one of the things. We had a lot of success with our goose butchering video. With this video, we're going to film a hardcore like instructional where we show everything. This is like turkey size.
Okay, this is our technical.
So this is one of our large birds. This was gifted to us by some people who thought they were buying egg layers and they didn't want a rooster. So this is an abnormally large chicken. This one's probably 16 or 18 weeks. Just a big old bird. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find where the vein is. And you're going to take an extra sharp knife, find where those veins are. Doesn't matter, you can do one side or both. And you're going to make a quick, clean cut all the way through. Bird won't hardly feel a thing, and you'll be done. I'd say 10 or 12. Oh, that doesn't reach.
Okay.
You got a second set of hands.
I don't think so. I was hoping. Oh, there you go. 5, 6, 7.
We're gonna see how big this guy is.
Okay, tell me the details in the scalder.
So get a scalder. Ours we've got set I think to 155 or 160. Anywhere from 140 degrees to 170 degrees is okay for scalding the birds. Just the hotter it is, the shorter the amount of time. And all you're checking for, so when you bring it up, grab and pull on some feathers. If they come out with no resistance whatsoever, and you know the bird's ready to go right into the plucker. When you go to the plucker, you want to do it right after you get him out of the scalder, so that his pores don't close.
Whoa. I want to see how it feels. Daddy, can I open? Take it out. Probably gonna be heavy for you.
Well, how about Daddy? Yeah. Big old bird.
That is a giant chicken.
Right into the ice bath they go. Obviously, water on your shoe helps keep you cool during the day. We try and get about 5 to 10 chickens to this stage, and then we start doing the actual eviscerating at the table. So there's 3 right now.
All right. You want everyone at a station, and we'll just get
Yeah.
through the next 7.
Sure. Cool. Andrew, you want to grab a bird?
Is that like 4? It's really hard.
It is. There's dirt and crud in it.
All right, we're gonna back up.
So these are hens, because that's vent. All right, you ready, babe?
Yep.
Okay.
You want your face in or just the chicken?
You can do just down on the chicken.
It's mostly chicken.
Yeah. All right, so these guys have been chilling. We've taken these guys out of our ice bucket, and I'm going to walk you through how we actually how we actually eviscerate these birds. So we have already cut the heads off of these 3 before the camera turned on, but you're going to just go around the bone, cutting all the meat parts to around the neck, and then the head you'd be able to just twist and pop off, or if you're right at a joint, you can just cut the tendon in the joint, and it will pop right off. Next step you're going to do is you're going to come right up here in the neck, and you're going to kind of cut an opening so you can see. And we're going to look for the craw at this point. So the craw is something you don't want to puncture. That's what holds what's called rooster teeth, or when they eat rocks, shells, little hard bits, and those are the things that they use to actually crunch up and digest their food. That's going to be up in their neck up here. We're going to come back here, open up at the base. So this is right in between the legs, right where the breastbone comes down to a point. And we're going to open this guy up.
This way.
And come cut straight down, avoiding the inner organs. We're going to go down just past the tail. We're going to do the same on this side. We're going to look for all the organs. And again, cut down around behind the tail. There's a little bone in here with the tail that if you can cut that tendon, you'll release it. So now I've got his whole back end. So you can see I've got the intestine here, and then the actual butthole and the vent. And at that point, you take your hand, reach inside, and just pull everything out. So here's the heart. This is one of the pieces that we are going to save.
Hey, where's the heart?
This is the liver. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
So you've got to watch out. You've got this hard bit here. This one you're not going to take. Is sort of the same color as the liver. The liver, however, is a piece that we are going to take, but we're going to look for this green sac. This has got like the bile in it. So we are not going to puncture that. We're in fact going to cut around it. I'm going to leave a little bit of the meat in the way. Liver.
Whoa, that heart is tiny. Yeah.
Liver. All right.
Whoa, what is that? What is that? What are those little worm thingies in there?
These are his intestines, bud.
What are intestines?
So when you eat your food, okay, It's going to come down your throat. So this is his throat. This is the craw. So this is what they eat little rocks in. And it'll go down. And they've got part of their stomach and kidneys here. And that's going to digest and turn all the food into poop. And the poop comes through here. All the way out. Come here. I'll show you something.
Are you gonna make it poop?
I'm going to try. Okay. So here's its butt. Okay. See that?
Yeah. Can you show me?
Oh. You wanna see it poop?
Jenny, it just pooped in the trash can. Except for the floor.
Alright. So, let me show you guys real quick here. This. You alright? So this is that craw I was talking about. I ended up nicking it, so you can see there's grass here. So it dumped basically its version of saliva. So I'm gonna get and rinse the chicken here.
Probably feels good.
Feel good?
Yes. It got me wet too.
You hold that?
And it got my arm wet. I can feel it. Got my face wet. It got my arm wet. And my shirt. But Thomas didn't really care. But he got sprayed too. Yeah.
So the next steps we're going to work on is I'm going to get this neck cut out. You can save these. These are great for making soup or using for dog food. You'll find in between a vertebra on each side.
Here's the other heart.
And break the neck here, pop it off, and you're done. So I'm going to throw that in the save bucket for the dogs. And last piece, to make this look like a chicken in the store, we're going to come right to the knee joint. It's like a chicken foot. There you go.
Ew. I'm a chicken foot. What?
You sniggling at?
Jonathan just picked up the chicken foot and as soon as he touched it, he went,
You can drop that. Sorry. I'm done.
no, it was awesome.
Can I hold it?
At this point, now it looks like a chicken. Like you would get at the store, rotisserie style. This is one of our smaller birds. I'm going to guess this one's probably close to 3 pounds, 2.5 to 3 pounds cleaned weight. So, nice.
Yeah, look at all those.
Cool.
Always double check, make sure you get all the lung though. It's not bad to have it in, but
Hey, where are the lungs?
That's how it breathes.
We have lungs up here.
that's the lungs.
Wow. I'm getting one already.
Okay, last little bit. We take the straw and insert it in to the base of the bird. We're gonna go ahead and make a seal. Yeah, you're very helpful. I'm so appreciative. We've got the scalder at 185 or 180 degrees. Usually you want about 190 to 200. But we've been dipping chickens, which has made it cool off, and the lid's been open. So, dunk it in just for a minute. Pull it out. Make sure all the air gets forced out. And then I'm gonna dunk it one last little quick time. Get the bag to seal around it.
I think the trick is to get everything below the zip tie underwater completely.
Yes, that's correct.
There's plenty. Daddy, can I
No,
take
in
one?
the fridge, there's more birds.
But it's hot.
Yeah. You mean that fridge? Dad, I can put the straw back.
Oh man, move all the bags out of the way. All right, get her shut.
Dad, I can